Okay, I know that I said no more new features for 2018, but I couldn't resist just slipping a couple in. So this is a new feature called the Inbuilt Email Autoresponder. For those sharp-eyed subscribers who might have spotted it already, you'll see it as a new tab underneath the campaign. So I'm in the Festive Follies campaign at the moment. Now, it's worth noting that I won't make these live until I've actually had a chance to copy and paste the text for the emails into the right area in my administration area. So not all of these campaigns will have an autoresponder just yet, but I'll be working on it over Christmas. So hopefully by the new year, they'll all have the email autoresponder. Now, what this is designed to do is that as soon as somebody signs up to your campaign, your lead generation campaign, they will receive this autoresponder immediately. As soon as that happens, it will trigger immediately if you have this function turned on. Now, in order to do that, so this is a really good way of kind of warming up leads once they've signed up to something, and then giving them a link to the resources just so that they have that for future reference. So instead of just dumping them on the page, we'll still take them to the lead delivery page, but we'll also give them the link so that if they want to visit it on another occasion, they can do, and they've got a reference. And it's the sort of if it's their first contact with you, then this is a really good way of quickly reinforcing that contact. So if you go into the campaign and edit the campaign, you will see a new tab in here called Autoresponder. And if we click on that, I will talk you through this. There's two things I need to say before you get to here. There are two areas you need to make sure are populated. The first one is in your account details. Go to the contact details and make sure the sent from address email is filled in for the address that you want them to see that it's come from. So this may be different to your account email address. If you don't specify it in here, we will default to the email address that's on your account because we have to have one to be able to send that email. So if you'd like that to be different to your account email that you log into the Co-Kinetic site with, you need to specify it here. You do also get a chance to specify it at the email end, but it's easier if you just make sure you've got it filled in here. This is also where you can put any appointment telephone booking numbers which get picked up by various different parts of the system at various different times. So that can be found under your account details and the contact details tab. And the other area you need to go into is integrations, and I've gone in there now, and the custom footer, and just make sure that this is all set up, because the email that you send will have this customer footer, or at least an adapted version for the email. So we use the same custom footer that appears on your landing pages. So just make sure that these links are what you want them to be, and that's all set up as you would like it to be with your logo and everything. Okay, so let's get to the email autoresponder itself. As you can see that it will have it's pulled in the sent from email address in here. If you want to specify it one by one, then you can do, but obviously if you've got it set up in your account details, it will just pull that in automatically. I give you a default subject line, but you can edit all of this. So this is the beauty of the system. So this is my suggested text, the text that I've given you in the MailChimp template and everything else, but you can do whatever you want to do with this. So you change the subject line. So as you will see, I've merged in their customer first name, so that's whatever they fill out in the form, and then I've entered the text in there, and you can do whatever you want to edit this. I've added the link to the lead collection success URL, so that's where they download those lead magnets that they've signed up to receive. So that's all in there for you, but obviously you can edit this. I've put it as a default with best wishes and your first name and company name. But obviously you can change any of this that you want to, and you can format it and do whatever you want. As with editing the social media posts, you can find your merge fields in this pop-up box here. So you'll see a whole bunch of different merge fields that you can just copy and paste straight from here. So this is where you'll find company name, booking telephone number, Facebook page, Twitter page, your customer's first name, your customer's last name, your first name and your last name. So you can use any of those merge fields in any of these, the email and also the social media posts. You just go and copy them from there. One thing you do need to do is you need to click update for this to load into your system. So before you preview, just click that update button and then click preview, and it will take you to a web page version of the email. So you get an idea, this first name will be merged in dynamically, and you can just test that everything is right, the bullets are working, the links are working, and you can see what I mean about the custom footer, and it will pull in your Facebook, whatever you've got loaded in those tabs that I showed you earlier. it will pull all that in as a footer customized to your brand. So just make sure those are all up to date. So that's basically what the email will look like when it sends. I've put that banner in there for you, so it's all preloaded. And if you're happy with that, once you've edited it, make sure you click update, and then you just turn this to active. So you make sure that toggle is turned to active. And then that email will trigger as soon as somebody signs up to your new resource on your landing page, and they're taken to the lead delivery page as usual, but then they will also immediately receive this follow-up email as an autoresponder. So that takes away any necessity of you having to do it in MailChimp, cuts about 4 minutes off my 24-minute run a campaign video, so that gets you down to about 20 minutes. I'll set up an entire campaign from start to finish using our system. So I hope that's useful, and I look forward to bringing you some more features in 2019.